Why don't letting agents show floor plans on the majority of their listings? Well, it's not quite a straightforward question, and this will now be affected by material information that's been outlined by National Trading Standards. So let's talk about it. So you may have heard that National Trading Standards have finally outlined the practices required when advertising a property. This is for sales and for lets. Now, letting agents don't normally show a floor plan on their listing. This might be a little bit frustrating if you're a potential tenant or a landlord looking to rent your property. But there are a few reasons why letting agents might not show a floor plan on the listing. When it comes to sales, the majority of properties will always have a floor plan. Now, this is because when a property comes up for sale, the chances are that their EPC is out of date. They'll get an EPC and a floor plan done at the same time. But also, it's part of the selling service. Using a floor plan is pretty much a necessity nowadays. Sales agents realise the benefit of showing a floor plan on a listing. I've gone through the multiple benefits of this already in other videos. But why don't letting agents show floor plans?
But that's simply not possible.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
Well, you see, letting agents, they're very, very busy. They've got lots of work to do for a smaller amount of return than they do when it comes to sales. Also, the lettings market is really, really fierce. The chances are that you don't need a floor plan to help boost the listing because everybody is filtering through hundreds and hundreds of properties to let. This means the letting agents end up getting lots of inquiries for every property that they list, whether it's got a floor plan or a complete listing or not. Now that the guide for material information parts A, B and C have been properly put in black and white for everybody, you're going to start seeing a lot more floor plans across all listings, sales and lettings. And let me tell you why. Under section B of material information outlined by the National Trading Standards, they state about room types and sizes. Now, they say that this is material information, so no matter what you do, you have to show the room sizes, the room types and the measurements.
Here comes the science bit. Concentrate.
It is the NTSELAT's, that's the National Trading Standards Estate and Letting Agents team's view that the number and types of rooms are always considered material information for every property listing. They are saying that you have to show this. Now, a listing should include an accurate description or statement as to the number and types of rooms in each property. Descriptions may include the intended or current use of a room, but it should include the room size with detail as to how the measurements were achieved. Property agents may wish to use a floor plan diagram to display this instead of written measurements in a property description. Now, it goes a little bit further in detail here, but basically that's the long and short of it. So, why do you need to do a floor plan rather than write descriptions? Well, when you're at a property, you're going to need to take a laser measure to take the measurements of that particular room to be able to create your descriptions. Why would you take the measurements just to then have to write a description when you can take the measurements and create a floor plan there and then on site? Why? Now, it may seem a little bit frustrating trying to draw a floor plan as a letting agent, especially if you're not used to it, but sales agents have been doing this for years now, and it actually doesn't take that much time at all. A lot of floor plan software has a mobile version, so you can actually draw whilst you're on site in the property, rather than having to sketch it, come back to the office and then redraw it. The reason why this is a bonus is if you're having to sketch the property on site, you're basically doubling your workload, having to redraw it again when you get back to the office. Now, certain softwares will also create a property description off the back of the floor plan that you create. This way, you're killing two birds with one stone.
Like this.
You're getting a professional looking floor plan and you're getting a property description. So this way, you're doubly covered with regards to the material information. Coupled with that, you're getting all of the benefits that a floor plan brings to a listing. Your listings are going to be more attractive to potential tenants. A floor plan on a listing will get about a third more click-throughs online than a property without, and a lot of people will skip past the listing without a floor plan, only revisiting again if nothing else has caught their eye. but also you can use it to strengthen your brand. You can use your company colours and your company logo. Also, you're more attractive to vendors. Obviously, if you're looking to let your property, you want to make sure that an agent is doing the absolute utmost to make sure that property is let as quickly and in the best way possible. Also, you can pretty much guarantee that Joe Bloggs down the road isn't doing floor plans, or at least not at the moment. So why not get ahead on them? You see, if you start using floor plans and your competitor down the road isn't, you've instantly got a step in front of them. Now, we all know that the lettings market is fierce, as I've previously said. Properties come onto the market and then are snapped up within a matter of days. However, you need to make sure that you're being compliant with this new material information. Believe me, I don't think it'll take long until there's a little bit of infighting. Now, I want to err on the side of caution when I say this, because I don't want to tar everybody with the same brush. But there are some fierce competitors out there, especially in the lettings market. And it wouldn't surprise me that certain agents might start reporting their competitors for not showing material information correctly.
Call the police.
Now, it's not a very nice thing to think about, but believe me, it will happen. So make sure, wherever you are, that you're being compliant. Yes, I work for a floor plan software company, and yes, I'm a big advocate of floor plans, but I'm being completely genuine with you here, hand on heart. The easiest way for you to be compliant is to show a floor plan. Go to the property, you're going to have to take the measurements, so do a floor plan whilst you're there. It's simple, it's easy, on Android, on iPad, do it on your phone. There's really no excuse. Floor plans are considerably cheaper than a lot of other services that you need to pay for as a letting agent. Your normal monthly subscription to a floor plan package probably costs less than what you would pay for tea and coffee for your staff in any given week. Now, obviously, staff happiness rates quite highly, so don't substitute the tea and cake for floor plan software. It's something that you're going to have to start paying for on the side.
Get over the top of it. How much that cost you? We're paying you too much.
However, I can guarantee you that if you start using floor plans on your listings, that you will get 2 to 3 more lets a month just for showing floor plans on your listings. And that's because of the extra click-throughs that you'll get. The amount of time people are spending looking at your listings will increase. And if a potential tenant is looking through one of your listings and spots a floor plan, the chances are that they're going to look at further listings that you've got, because people like to see floor plans. Floor plans fuel the imagination, so they're going to spend longer looking at that particular listing. And the longer that they're looking at a listing, the more interested they will become, the more qualified they will be. So when they contact you, it means that you've got a more sticky client. They're more interested in what you've got to offer because there's been more information put on the table. So if you are a letting agent, it'd be great to hear from you in the comments whether you A, do already use floor plans, or B, don't use floor plans, and the reasons as to why you don't use floor plans. But as far as I'm concerned, with this new material information, they're pretty much a no-brainer. Why would you spend time having to write out a description to stay compliant when you can just create a good floor plan, strengthen your brand, keep people on your listings longer, and actually get more click-throughs? Hopefully in some future content, I'm going to do some interviews with letting agents to see their views on floor plans as a whole. I think that would be really nice to share with you. But for now, that's everything from me. I hope you found this video useful. As always, give us a quick like and subscribe if you're not already. It really helps us grow the channel. And I'll see you next time.